Hello everybody and welcome back to Manor Lords, where I'm still a little bit concerned about the food supply here in Waldbrand, and I want to check up at this forager hut. Yeah, we've got 4 people, or rather 4 families, in the forager hut, so that sounds good. We've got all of these burgages set up at this point, so that seems better, for sure. These fields are all planted, and we're just about done sowing the fields out over here. So this is growing. This is being sown. This is all sown over here. Okay. It is April, but we're going to get this sown very shortly. Okay. There we go. We're now done sowing. So the enemy is currently pressing a claim here on our territory. We're going to have to resolve this. So we need to resolve the claim on the battlefield. So let's take a look at what our army is right now. This is our current army situation. How long do we have until the King's Tax? 297 days. I'm going to spend our money right now on getting some retinue troops here. So we get 3 done there. And then we're going to work on this retinue a little bit. 1, 2, and that's all we can do for now. Okay. So that has boosted up our troop count by a little bit. We've got a pretty decently strong army, to be honest. And we don't have any recruits over here. And this is, of course, because we are lacking a Fletcher's Workshop. We need to get this burgage, or these burgages over here upgraded, and we can definitely do that. I'm not going to resolve this claim immediately because... should we? Let's see what happens. So we're currently winning. We must bring our armies to the battlefield. Okay. So that's fine. Let's raise up our armies. We have everything planted at this point, right? These are all sown? Yes, those are all sown. Everything planted over here? Yes. Okay. So we do need to get war bows going here. So we're not going to have this archer militia, but we're going to raise all of these guys. This one cannot be raised because recruits are still missing. Okay. We can't deselect it either. So we're just going to do that. And we're going to need to raise these somewhere over here. Let's put them about here or so. Okay. So they are on their way over. And that seems fine. So an enemy unit has been spotted. Here. Mercenary infantry. I see at least 5 units here. Okay. Do we want to hire mercenaries? Well, there are no more mercenary companies available this month. Presumably, he hired all of them. So we have our forces heading over. It's going to take some time for them to get there, though. Okay, so this retinue is on their way. I want all of these guys to be running. So you run, because we got to get here quite quickly. So, we're currently winning. We do see 2 units here, a 3rd. This is a 4th. I only see the 4 units. Okay, this is a 5th. So they've got these light mercenary archers. I think they have 5 units. That's my theory. So we have forces on the way over. It's going to take us some time to get there. He definitely had an advantage there. These guys in particular are a long ways away. And then there's this archer militia that's a really long ways away. So I think that we probably should have mobilized our forces and arrived here first before we click the button to contest it. We have time for that bar to fill. So that's noted, but we have most of our forces on the way over here. They'll get here relatively soon. These guys are a ways away. These guys are a long ways away, is the thing. So for now, this seems quasi-okay. We're still considered winning. When the time runs out and there's no challenger troops present on the battlefield, the Lord who initiated the challenge wins. Okay, they spelled challenger wrong, but sure. I understand how that's working. So this is our primary army force here, but it's certainly not all of our forces. So in that case, I want these guys to group up like over here for right now, because we just need to have forces in the region, right? So we want to be as far over here as we can, and I want these at this point to walk. These guys are already on walk, and that seems fine. They're too fatigued to run. But I want these guys to be regenerating their fatigue. So they're going to group up over here while these guys are on their way in. The battle has begun. Okay. So are they going to attack our town? Presumably. Well, we'll see what they do. We're grouping up our forces. Again, in retrospect, we should have gotten our forces moving out here first, and then we should have challenged this. But that's fine. That is completely understood. So they're moving in over here. We definitely see 5 units, and I think that they're 5 very beatable units. So that seems relatively okay. Now, out over here, this is an archer militia, and it's going to take some time there. So what are these guys actually going to do over here? They're just marching in, is what they're doing. They might pillage us a bit, but that seems okay. So these guys, we're kind of low right now on our fatigue because we ran over here. But we're going to let our fatigue regenerate. These guys are still on the way in. We're going to have them come on down over here. I'm going to have them start marching. A family is hungry. Where? In our army, apparently. Okay. Well, for now, this is fine. These guys are now marching. He has to come to us. So we can kind of choose where we want to fight. Now, he would have hill advantage here. So we probably want to get up at least to this flat territory here. That's what I'm thinking right now, anyway. So they're at 70% effectiveness here. However, I'm looking at this icon here and wondering, are they burning stuff? They're attacking our civilians. Okay. So that is noted. We're going to move up to here for the time being. But I want to have our archers in the back line. They're going to be here. And then everyone else is going to be in the forward area, in the front line. So something like that. Now, these guys are still a very, very, very long way away. They're on their way in, but it's going to take some time. Yeah, they looted some goods. Understood. So we're marching right now. And that seems okay. They have a lot of mercenaries. No doubt about that. A lot of mercenaries. But they're on their way over, and we just want to get up on top of this hill. We don't want to be fighting with them on the hill, right? I'm going to have these guys who are lagging a little bit behind. I'm going to have them start running. Actually, we're all going to start running, except we're too fatigued to run with this army, or rather with this unit. So everyone else is going to run to their positions. This army is going to walk, but they're very fatigued.
Bring this here, move that there, on and on.
Okay, get into position here. We've only got the one archer unit here right now. Commence firing. Okay. These guys here, I want them to be up over this way for the time being. And they are going to missile alert. Okay. These guys are going to missile alert as well. And we're just exchanging missiles for the moment. Okay. I'm wondering what their fatigue is like. Our fatigue is mediocre at best. So I feel like waiting is better for us here, especially when we've got these reinforcements on the way, but they are so far away still. So far away. So their unit here is down to 52% effectiveness. Ours is at 42% effectiveness. So that is very mediocre, right? I feel like we should probably start to advance up over here. And I don't want to run, actually. Like, all of these guys, we can't actually toggle off the run. Yeah, there we go. Toggle off that run. Okay. So they're down to 31 on their archers. They're not attacking this unit. So we're going to go on to balance. They're definitely losing this skirmish. Ah, they're starting to move in to attack. Okay. So do we want to stand our ground? I think balanced will be fine here. So how's our fatigue? Our fatigue is okay, except for on our retinues. Noted. So I want this retinue to attack this light mercenary, and this spear militia is going to come in and attack their retinue along with this militia footman. This polearm militia is going to go for their light mercenary infantry, and this retinue I'm going to hold in reserve. There's these brigands out over here. So we're going to get in there. We're still attacking their mercenary archers here with our archers, and that's going pretty well, to be honest. Now, I'm going to send this retinue out over at these brigands. They are pretty outnumbered. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to commit them in here. So we're still chipping down their archers. They're down to only 8 archers remaining. Now they're down to 4 archers remaining. And now their archers are all gone. So we're now going to start working on these brigands, perhaps, or anybody that we can up over here. Maybe these light mercenaries? Yeah, the light mercenary infantry seems good, actually. We'll hit the light infantries. That seems excellent. So I don't know if we're winning this or not right now, to be honest. To be very, very honest. Let's hit these brigands. And do we want these guys to be in defensive mode right now? I don't know. I think we're better off just continuing to hit these brigands. We definitely have... Okay, the brigands just broke. We definitely have a significant problem at this moment with multiple things. Fatigue is the biggest one. It took us a while to get here. Wait, the brigands did not break. Continue to hit the brigands. The brigands just backed off. A new message. I can make it worth your while if you drop all of your claims. He's trying to tell us not to claim this. He's trying to bribe us into not claiming this. This is already ours. We have a very hefty village here. So the brigands are down to 13 units. Now 11. We're going to keep firing on them. They're now charging. They're down to 9. And we're going to have to fight them hand to hand. They're down to 7, though, and I don't think they have enough to do that. So, this melee up here is continuing. I believe we're winning this. Broadly, yes, we are winning this. They're breaking. Perfect. So, get in there. Finish them off. Victory. Fantastic. We definitely took some losses. No doubt about that. So, we're at 16 retinue here, and we're at 2 retinue here. The retinue losses are the ones that are most painful for us. But we're going to need to disband these units, right? So these guys are going to disband. These guys are going to need to come back over here. And these guys, they're going to need to go back over here. So in retrospect, we definitely should have raised up our forces before contesting it. But we still ended up winning this battle. So that is really good. Now we know. So we want to respond to this letter, apparently. You have no rightful claim to Selbitz and Hofstetten. We just beat him. My claims are non-negotiable. He's not going to be happy about that, to be clear. But we just beat him in this battle. And pretty decisively, too, I might add. So that's all absolutely wonderful. We do need to get this level 2 Burgage over here completed. And that is going to start pumping out the war bows, is the idea. Okay. What is this up here? A handcart? Okay. Sure. So, now, back to what we were talking about. There is only 2 months of food in Waldbrand at this moment. So, we do know that we need to continue to work on our vegetable gardens. That's definitely something that needs to happen. And our chicken coops. We're going to continue to produce food that way. A band of raiders was seen over here. Okay. In that case, we'll bring these guys back up over here. So, that is these forces here. These guys are still going to go home. And I want all of these guys, so not the archer militia, right? I want the archer militia to be, like, back here, and everyone else to be up in front. So, like, up here. Okay. We're just going to walk for right now. We are relatively close by, and I want to be regenerating fatigue, particularly on this archer militia. But we've apparently got some brigands coming in simultaneously, so that is understood. How many brigands are coming here? Oh, this is a lot. Hang on. I see 4 units of brigands. Okay. Our units are quite weakened by the battle that happened here, right? We lost a fair number of people, and we need to get our units put down and regenerated. I'm hopeful that after this is done, that will be the case. I'm going to have these guys instead positioning about here in this field, and the archers are going to go about here. Okay. We definitely need to regenerate our morale. The archers are on missile alert right now. I'm going to put them on balanced, and these guys are already on balanced, so that seems okay. But we're apparently having some military threats right now, and it's a good thing we've been working on our military. So these guys here are still on their way over. I'm going to keep them heading this way for now. So they're going to come in up over this direction. For the moment. Now these archers, they're going to start firing on these brigands as soon as they're in range. The brigands are pretty spread out right now. I think we can handle this relatively easily. Okay. Get firing. We'll get at least 1 volley into this unit. Maybe 2. Okay. Do we get a 3rd? Yes. We get a 3rd volley, and now we're going to go on these brigands, while these guys charge. Get in here. So now we're volleying on these guys. But very soon, we're going to want to volley back here. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to start volleying on this unit. But we're definitely significantly weakened from our attack from Hildeburg. That said, looks like we broke one of their units. You're supposed to be firing up here. Do we not have the fatigue? We might be lacking the fatigue to be able to fight this. Okay. No, we're firing up here now. Okay, so they're trying to flank around and attack our archer militia, I think. Where are they going? They're just trying to run by. That's kind of insane. I'm not sure why they're doing that. These guys are going to break. There we go. And we're going to come over this direction. We're going to try to chase these a bit. Okay, archers, keep working on whittling them down. Where's our other archer unit at? It's here. I want that unit to start firing up this way. So these guys are down to 10. Now down to 9. Now 8. Okay, commence firing. All of these guys are going to head in over this direction now. So this archer unit is pretty fresh, but it is currently in trees, and so it's got 1% effectiveness, which is, exciting. And it's got basically no fatigue at this moment. Are they trying to attack this archer militia? Is that what's happening? Well, I want the archer militia to head down over here. We're too fatigued to run, so we can't actually do this. What we can do is pull them down this direction. Okay, yeah, they're definitely attacking us here. We're going to have to fight them. We're going to try to hold them here. Now, these archers are going to be working on these brigands, while these guys are going to come in here. Only one arrow going through there. Okay. There's the volley. Okay. So our archers here are definitely taking a lot of damage. No doubt about that. I would like them to give ground. I'd like them to just get out of this melee, honestly. So this is the Nuslo militia. Okay. Noted. Okay, retreat. If you can. Are you going? No, you're not going. They're trying to go. Okay, retreat back over here. No, retreat. What are you doing? Get over here, buddy. Now, our melee are heading in. Push forward and broken. Fantastic. So we win that, no problem whatsoever. There's only the one archer remaining from Nuslo, which is, exciting. But we're going to move him back home. And then out over here, all of these others are from Waldbrand, correct? Yes. So all of these, except for the militia from Nuslo, which is just this one guy, well, we're going to move all of them back over to Waldbrand for now. Come on over here, guys. There you go. Okay, so that was a lot of threat. No doubt about that. That was a whole lot of threat. Okay, so these guys can all be disbanded in theory at this point. Let's see here. You are Waldbrand. Can't disband outside of the home region. Okay. Well, why don't you just come on over here for now? You guys are going to come back over here. I say you guys. It's a single guy. Oh, these archers are the ones that weren't in the home region, presumably. So these guys are now in their home region. We'll disband all of them. They can go home. Okay. This archer unit, I would love to disband. But of course we can't do that. And then this one needs to go home as well. So back we go. That was a lot of enemies that came in there. No doubt about that. We just finished a burgage in Waldbrand. We've still got that food issue. I mean, we did lose some people, so there is that. Where are you going? Just get up here into Waldbrand. Go on. Okay. They're still outside of their home region, apparently. There we go. Now they can be disbanded, and we're going to do exactly that. And now we've got just this guy, right? And we're going to send him home, too. He is the only survivor of this militia, which is awkward. They almost got there, but lesson learned on how those systems work, for sure. So come on up over here. There we go. We'll now disband him. So all of our armies are disbanded. We do need to make a bunch of gold because we've got that royal tax coming in, right? So that is definitely going to be a mission here. But, I mean, that was good timing for us because we had finished all of our planting. So, I mean, pretty decent timing for a war and a raid almost simultaneously. So villages require to be buried on hallowed ground of the church, while raiders may be dumped into the corpse pit. So we need to bury 181 bodies over here. So we need families assigned to handle it. There is a family in the stone church, so that's going to be the hallowed ground. But we need a corpse pit at this point. So residential corpse pit. So workers will become grave diggers, and we can put our corpse pit, like, right across from the manor. What could possibly go wrong? We could also put our corpse pit up over here by all of the corpses, and that seems like a decent idea to me. So let's get a corpse pit going. That sounds fine. We are going to need a family to handle that. We can probably pull one out of, say, the malt house temporarily, or even, like, the logging camp temporarily. So that seems okay. Let's get this corpse pit dealt with. And that will get constructed quite soon here. We're working on it. We could just have our construction family be doing this, to be honest. I want to check. Yeah, this is a level 2 burgage plot here. So we're going to put in a Fletcher's workshop over there. This is a high priority. I want that corpse pit done. It's not done. Unassigned family needed for construction work. Right. So we need to pull that. That's because we just finished up our Fletcher shop, or we will finish it. So we're going to need to pull a family from, say, the Woodcutter's Lodge temporarily. Because we do need to handle this burial situation. Absolutely. So if we go back into our army here, we can see we are needing a bunch of recruits, and that's not at all surprising. Okay, so this corpse pit is still being worked on. These bodies are mostly gone at this point. They're now gone. Okay. Well, we have the corpse pit just in case. So it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to work on getting our armies reinforced. We did lose some retinue troops, and that is, of course, expensive, but our biggest problem right now is our royal tax, which has actually fallen. It seems to be based in part on, like, how much regional wealth we have. And regional wealth over here in Waldbrand is currently significantly low, actually, so that is noted. Up here it's pretty high, and down here, how is it? It is actually higher than Waldbrand as well. Waldbrand suffered a pretty big price in that particular engagement, shall we say. But that was definitely an interesting learning experience. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, it will probably be time for the harvest. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.